Hello everybody and welcome to the Daily Review, episode number 183 for Wednesday, July 29th, 2009. And before I go into my review for you guys today of Humpday, I was planning on reviewing The Seventh Seal by Ingmar Bergman, but I'm not going to really do a full-blown review of this flick for a few reasons. One of them is I really don't know how to condense my thoughts on it into a little 5-minute video, but the main reason I think is that for those of you that have seen The Seventh Seal probably already know this, but for those of you that have not, you're missing out on a great film. It's really the masterpiece, not a masterpiece, but as far as calling it a Bergman masterpiece, it is, and it's definitely a classic. But the thing that I think of it that rings true is I feel that you can watch The Seventh Seal as I'm watching it now. I'm not dealing with death or dying or any of that stuff, so a lot of those themes probably didn't hit as home to me, but I think it's one of those rare films that if I was to watch it 5 years from now, I would have a completely different experience with it. And I think it's one of those films that if you were to see it at different points in your life, it would affect you in very different ways. So for that I can only applaud it, but I would not even be able to come up with a numbered rating to give it. It seems almost arbitrary in comparison to kind of what the film talks about thematically. That aside, the film I'm going to be reviewing for you guys today, though, is Humpday. This film is written and directed by Lynn Shelton, and it stars Mark Duplass, Joshua Leonard, and Alicia Delmore. And Humpday is basically about two best friends who haven't really seen each other for years. One of them is kind of this trekker, I guess, like a Jack Kerouac, I think they call him at one point. Beard, he's just like is adventurous, goes place to place, up for anything. The other is a married man. He has a job, he has a life, basically, the white picket fence life, I think they call it. And through one drunken night, they're told of this amateur porn festival called Humpfest, where people submit amateur pornography, and it's kind of like an art form more so than porn. And they're trying to think of something that would change that, and they said, what if we got two straight guys to make a gay porn, like have two straight guys have sex. So they think, why not us? Let's do it, we're best friends. And it kind of starts this crazy macho bet over who's going to back out, who's not, and through it a lot of hilarity ensues, I would say. I think it was probably my good friend Leland Brungart, who you all probably know him by now. I don't even know why I'm talking about you. What's up, Leland? Who said it best, that I think that the tagline for this film, or the way to describe it to people simply, is that it's kind of a mumblecore gay Zack and Miri make a porno. And I almost would say that, but I almost would say the film is smarter than that. I had a pretty interesting experience, I think, seeing this film in theaters. I initially walked out of the theater and thought, you know, that was good, it was fun, it was funny. I had a pretty decent time with it, and it was good, but after a while it kind of hit me that the movie says so much, I think, about friendship, about relationships, and about kind of figuring out who you are in life, without ever really explicitly saying any of it at all, which is always brilliant to me if a film can convey something without actually saying it outwardly to you. I think across the board the actors give pretty exceptional performances, especially Mark Duplass. That guy rocks. If you guys haven't seen The Puffy Chair, put that on your Netflix, watch instantly, or rent it, or get your hands on it somehow. If you had to be introduced into the mumblecore genre, that would be the film, I think, to watch, because that film is exceptional. But Mark Duplass is really good. The other actor I think does a really great job is his wife, Alicia Delmore. She's working on this level. I was telling my buddy after I saw it that the acting to me is so good in the film that I never was watching it and was feeling like they were acting. I just felt like it was almost like a documentary, like a camera was placed in this room where these situations happened. And my friend said, shouldn't all acting be like that? And I thought, yeah, it should, but for some reason, in this movie particularly, and some other really good mumblecore films, the acting always seems exceptional. There's a scene where basically he's trying to tell his wife, you know, we're filming a gay porn, and obviously you can't come out right and say it, and so he's kind of lying and fibbing about it. and it gets to the point where his other friend comes over thinking he's already told him about it, and he spills the beans to the wife. And her reaction, because she's drunk, goes from like really laughing and funny to like super angry and pissed off, and really brilliantly done. The ending of this film is also one that I think might spark a bit of not necessarily controversy, but differences of opinion between people, because I think some people are either going to really like the ending or they're really not going to like it. I, for one, really love the ending. I think that it tells a lot. It's very telling. I think that I wish there was another scene, mainly involving Mark Duplass and Alicia Delmore, and kind of wrapping up their story, or giving me something with that. But the scene is just so well done, and it's very subtle, very well done and on the button, and really just drives home, without explicitly stating it, what this film is kind of doing and trying to say. But I really liked Humpday. I don't think that it's the best mumblecore film you're ever going to see. I don't think it's the best movie of the year or anything like that. I just think it's a very, very well done independent mumblecore film. I give Humpday a very strong 4 out of 5. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching, and I will be back tomorrow with another one for you. Peace!